Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Nile, and this is WNBA Weekly, the show where twice a week, usually on Mondays and Fridays, I will discuss things that happened recently in the association and things that I'm looking forward to in the upcoming week. So you had 4 games over the past couple of days. We'll start on Wednesday where Delle Donne makes her season debut. She missed the opener with an illness, but the Sky still performed amazingly. She comes back and she's just right back to action like nothing ever happened. She doesn't skip a beat. She leads all scorers with 28 points. The Sky played a pretty decent game, but the Lynx are looking like a damn well-oiled machine. They are just clicking on all cylinders right now. They had a bunch of players in double figures, led by Sylvia Fowles, who had a huge double-double, helping carry her team to a victory over her former team. And listen, for those of you who saw my preseason power rankings, I know that I had the Lynx ranked relatively low, but in the first place, it's still very early in the season. It's too early to give anyone the championship yet, or to eliminate anybody, because the Phoenix started 0-2 and they were a damn good team that's still going to be in the playoffs. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is my biggest concern with Minnesota was not how well they start, but can they finish? It's going to be a long season. Can they stay healthy? Can they keep grinding? Can they keep this going? Because I know that's been an issue for them in recent years. Their core players missing time because of health issues. Father Time, it's the one opponent that nobody can beat. Injuries and old age, they will catch up to them eventually. Then the Mystics, they go into Dallas to challenge the Wings. Taylor Hill, she's doing her best to fill in for Ivory Ladders. Taylor has her second straight 20-point game. But the Wings, they played great. They have 4 players in double figures, led by 22 from Odyssey Sims. They get themselves back over 500. The one stat that I want to point out that I really loved was that they had 6 players who each had at least 5 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds. You know what that means? They've got a complete team that's playing a complete game. Every player on this roster is getting in there and doing dirty work. Then you have the Phoenix Mercury. They look like they're starting to find the rhythm. The Taurasi, she pulled on 32 points. Griner and Bonner, they combined for 35 together. Unfortunately for them, the Fever look like they're finding their rhythm too, and they had a very balanced effort. They had 7 different players scoring in double figures, and every single player that touched the floor had at least 1 rebound and 1 assist. And that's the one thing about the Fever. I think that they are the WNBA team that currently reminds me most of like the San Antonio Spurs, because at this specific time, the Fever don't really have too many superstars. Like Tamika Catching, she was one of the best in the league, but she's on the downslide of her career. She's still amazing, still have a lot of respect for her, but she's not quite as scary as she was 5 years ago. But if they can play team ball like this on a consistent basis, damn. Then on Thursday, the last game of the week, you had the Stars versus the Sun. Very closely contested game. You had Dearica Hamby leading all scorers with 16 points. She was also 1 rebound shy of a double-double. But the Sun, they had 4 players in double figures, led by a double-double from Kelsey Bone. And Connecticut, they managed to hang on to grab their first win of the season. So after all that excitement, here are your current standings. So now for next week's games, and as always, I will announce which ones are being broadcast nationally. For the rest of them, be sure to check your local listings, or you can watch every single game on WNBA League Pass. And don't forget that the times I say are Eastern Standard Time, so be sure to adjust for your time zone. And if you don't understand time zones, well, I can't help you. I mean, I can, I just don't feel like it. First, we look at the Saturday games. We start with the Sparks at the Mystics. The Sparks, they struggled on the road all last year, but they're looking to build on the momentum from that opening night win. The Mystics, meanwhile, are still searching for their first win of the season. Then you've got the Dream at the Fever at 7, and the Fever, they put on an incredible performance their last time out. The Dream, they managed to grab a win in their opening night. So both of these teams looking to keep that momentum going, get themselves on a little bit of a streak. Then you've got the Storm at the Mercury at 10 p.m. Stewie, she had a great rookie debut. She and Joe Lloyd, they make a great tandem, but now Stewie going up against another UConn legend, and both of these teams very hungry for their first wins. Then on Saturday at 6 p.m. you got the Sparks at the Liberty. The Sparks playing the second night in a row on the road against the Liberty, one of the top teams in the league. Yeah, LA's got it tough this weekend, but you know what? Parker versus Tina Charles, that MVP battle, that alone is going to be worth it watching this game. Then you got the Mystics at the Sun at 7 p.m. The Sun, they finally got their first win of the season. Will they be able to keep that momentum going and be able to build on that success? Or will the Mystics finally get their engines running and get that first win of the year? Then you got the Stars at the Wings at 8:30. The Dallas playing their first WNBA game. And so the Wings hoping to stay undefeated at home and keep the Stars winless. Then you got the Sky at the Dream at 3 p.m. on NBA TV. Sky, they had a tough loss, but it was against the defending champions. I feel like they can have a bounce back game here. Then the final game of the weekend, you've got the Lynx at the Storm at 7 p.m. And it's the past meets the future. You've got the Lynx, who have set the standard for a few years of how to win in this league. They have just been so consistently successful ever since they drafted Maya. And now with the drafting of Stewie, the Storm look to become that next franchise, that next dynasty in the making. It might take them a few years, but they are well on their way. They've got the core pieces in place, and they just need to keep building on that. And that's it for this episode of WNBA Weekly. Are you watching this season? I mean, are you enjoying it? How is your team doing? Leave comments down below. Say anything. Even if all you do is just write potato, just leave comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it on social media and all that other shit. And until the next time, my name is Nathan Lyle. This has been The Fan Perspective. I will see you Monday for the next episode of WNBA Weekly.